Hi guys, so today we've actually had arrive, my daughter bought herself a Dokibook Discagenda. So I'm going to unbox that today so we can actually have a look at it. I haven't looked at them myself, so here we go. You can see I haven't even opened the box yet. Okay. It's packaged quite well, it's really sealed up quite well. Obviously the box is childproof. Oh, there's another sticky tape here. Okay, so now we're going to open the box. So, it seems to be the disc hole punch, just a single one. It's quite good though that they send that in with it. Diva Dokibook. I believe she said that she grabbed some pages for 2017, from this month for 12 months onwards from it. So we'll have a look at those shortly. And here's the Discagenda by Dokibook. So we'll grab this out. Just put the box aside. Okay. Discagenda by Dokibook, lovely pink and white. I don't know what colour she got, so we're about to find out. Oh, I like the way they do the packaging. It's quite nice. Little sticker on it. They're very gentle with this. I do have my daughter's permission to unbox this for her. Just so you know. Ah, she got a rose gold one. Beautiful. So at the moment I'm thinking this just looks like an A5 Dokibook. I'm noticing straight away there's actually a smell. It's a bit like a chemical smell. So I have not seen a Discagenda before. I've seen them on YouTube and seen people that swear by them and actually like how easy the pages seem to flow. So you're going to come with me on my first little look through a Discagenda. So we still do need to have a look at this, and we'll have a look at that shortly. So we'll just open it up. So straight away, this snap is quite firm, which is really good. Obviously you want a nice firm snap. It's got the nice Dokibook D there. Nice cross hatching. Don't know if you'll be able to see well in this light. It's got a really nice cross hatching on this rose gold. And while this rose gold colour isn't really for me, I can appreciate it that it really looks lovely. What I'm noticing straight away is there seems to be a lump here. So that's what I'm feeling on the other side. There's a coin purse just here. Behind the coin purse, that's not a pocket. So there's 1, 2, 3 credit card size pockets. This one up here is a very deep pocket. And then there is, of course, the secretarial pocket behind here. And in the back there is a slide pocket here and also a pocket for a notepad, an elasticized pen loop. That's fantastic too. That's nice and stretchy too. So what I'm also noticing straight away is this could actually slide out. I didn't realise. That's nifty. So this could slide out, and I presume could also be an A5 notebook cover. I might try that actually, see if one of my A5s fit in it. 1 second, I'll just actually go grab an A5 while I'm thinking about it. So this is one of my A5 notebooks simply for work. It's not for any fancy purposes. I'm just seeing if it fits in here, because it's a good stock standard view, and it does look, obviously it's a little bit big. You can see looking through here it's a bit big for it, but that's actually quite handy to know that it fits in. So with this in, just let me do it back up. I'm just shaking it down to the bottom at the moment. So there's a good, what would that be, 1/2 inch free from the spine. You can see when I do that there. And top and bottom, a good centimetre. Sorry for skipping between metric and imperial there. So I suppose a good centimetre at the top and bottom and 2 centimetres from the spine. So that's good to know. But for now we'll just pop this Discagenda back in. I'm quite fascinated that that's actually how it is. I don't quite know which is the front or not because I've not seen one of these before. So that's how that slides in. Cool. So, in the front of this, oh, that's pretty. So there's a plastic fly leaf. So just, well, that's quite stiff too. That's very attractive. Personal information, so there's tabs, September, October, November, December, June, July, August. And then ones at the top, January, February, March, April, May. Oh, June, July, August, so they go around there. Well, that's an unusual way to do the months. I like their inserts, that's actually very attractive, the colours. Nice. Month starting on Sundays. I personally like them to start Mondays because I like having my Saturday and Sunday together. And then weekly views. She's gone the vertical. This note section is nice, and so is this calendar month here. Alright, so if we just take a typical month, so this is October. These are attractive little inserts, dividers I mean. So this is the first page on the month of October, so it's the previous month, the current month and the next month showing. Special occasions, goals, things to remember and birthdays. It's quite an attractive sheet. Then the full month, planning with notes. And then you go into the weeklies. And that continues on. And then you're on the next month. Oh, I see here at the end of the month. On the back of that is a reflections and notes section to obviously think about the month. So that's actually quite an attractive monthly setup. I don't mind that. Is it the same for all of them? Yes, it appears to be. Now this has come with a little bit of damage. I don't know if you can see here on the April and May top tabs. Somehow that's gotten a little bit bent. Not sure how. Must have been prior to putting it in this cover, because presumably these tabs wouldn't get touched once it's in the cover. But that's okay, I'm sure. And now at the end of this, there are, so that's the monthly pages. And again, look, it sits a little bit unusual because of this pocket. See how they're not sitting down flat? That is just because of this coin purse part. Okay, then there's a contact section. I apologise for the light here. It's a weird time of day. It's overcast and it's been raining all day. Well, it's only 5:30 in the afternoon. We're just coming out of winter, so it's actually gets quite dark quite early. But it's not dark enough for me to put on extra lighting. We're just in that in-between section. But if I don't do it now, I'm going to get wrapped up in feeding kids and organising dinner and doing all that sort of stuff. I really like their contacts cards. They're nice in this little recipe collection. What I'm liking about what I'm seeing so far is it's quite nice and colourful. It's simplistic while still having some complexity to it, covering some good planning starts. Look, in all honesty, while I think this is quite cute having a recipe card, I personally wouldn't use it like that. I tend to just use blank pieces of paper so that I can pull it together the way that I'd like to. But I can appreciate them popping this in here, and this is quite nice. It's a 2-page recipe here, instructions here, and on the back of the instructions is the next recipe. I just think that's rather interesting to pop that in a standard diary. To-do lists, quite attractive little hearts. So a few pages of to-do lists, and then there's a blank lifter. I'm assuming that's what it is. Yeah, nice stiff card, that's good. And then I tell you what I love about this little fly leaf. This guy here, I'm just going to pull him out. Now, I just need something to contrast. What can I use to contrast? Just grabbing my A5 book for contrast. So you'll see here, this is just a fly leaf that's in the back of the diary. Now what I'm liking here, see there's these hooks on either end here. They're sort of backward C's. You could slide a piece of paper in here to actually hold it in. Equally, there's one on the side here, you could do the same. But I also like these little circles, or ovals, sorry, and love hearts. from a template stencil standpoint. I think that's quite nifty. You could use those hearts as they've shown in here for their to-do lists. You could use these hearts to replicate your own to-do list and actually draw them out and use them for tick boxes or that type of thing. So we are just going to have a look at these inserts and see what she got here. Excuse the sound of paper. I'll just tuck that over. Even though it's not paper, plastic I mean. Okay. So these inserts are... I don't think this flows as well as... And these discs... Look, as I said, I've never used a Discagenda before, and I won't be using this one personally. But they don't feel quite like I was expecting them to feel. Although it makes perfect sense. I'm feeling obviously like a... I'd expect them to be like a solid disc. But of course, they need to have a lip because the paper needs to cinch around the disc to hold on. It's interesting. Okay, let's see what these inserts are. Just pop the Discagenda aside. What did she get? So more personal information sheets. These are all black and white, so it's almost those neutral tones. So a full year calendar at a glance. These are quite attractive little months. Alright, so it's and weeks. Okay, so that's compared to, just let me bring up a week here. Alright, so that's a week in this new set, and this is the week in the old set. So they're black and white rather than being coloured. And rather than having the dedicated boxes that you can see here, which in these ones they've actually allocated for you morning, midday, evening, these ones don't have that allocation. And these, I know they're both Monday through to Sunday, which is interesting considering that the month view is not set that way. Oh, excuse me. The month view is Sunday to Saturday, yet the weeks are Monday to Sunday. I think that's interesting anyway. You would think that if you're going to have it set one way that you maintain that and keep that going. Okay. So the weeks, I don't mind this this alternate look actually. So it looks like they're quite similar to those other ones. They're just simply in these neutral tonings of black and white. They still have the occasions, remember, goals, birthdays, which, if I go to a fresh month, this one here also had occasions, goals, remember, birthdays. Looks like it's about the same setting out. Still has the last month, current month, next month appearing here as well. It's just gotten rid of some of this foofiness, I suppose. I'm just making up words now, but just gotten rid of this iconography that's actually on these, and they've moved these from being the larger icons. You'll see here they're still using the same icons, wine glasses, but just down actually in the title bar now, rather than taking up some of your valuable space. So that is the Dokibook Discagenda in, it appears to be a rose gold that my daughter has ordered. I'm quite interested that they've actually included this. Just a little piece of paper. Alright, so let's see how this works. Okay. Oh! Okay, so you'll notice there, I'd suggest that I've gone in too far. However, you would think that you'd put the paper in up to the guides. But if I do that and punch, the punch is not on the edge. So how am I then meant to? Do I have to then go through and do a manual slit? To then pop this in? Interesting. Ah, no, I now know what I'm doing wrong. That's what this template is in the back. Because my daughter mentioned that you get a template with it, so obviously you are meant to put your paper along here, and then how do you do it? Would you do it through here? Would you mark it? I'd be worried that I was actually going to punch a hole in the thing. To do it this way, upside down. These are some of the curiosities in life. Either way, that's something for us to figure out at a later date, I imagine. We'll pop this back in. Well, that's got me thinking now. Anyway, so that is the Dokibook Discagenda in rose gold. I'm very happy with the clasp. While I personally don't like this coin purse, I believe my daughter will. Her extra refills are quite lovely. It came packaged very well, but as I did show you, two of the little months have a little bit of damage on that corner on the edge of the tab. However, that damage I would assume happened prior to being popped in this cover, because from the look of it, you just can't bend it when it's in the cover because there's quite a bit of room there. So now heft, I actually think this is a little bit heavy, but I'm coming from a place of using personal size planners, and I've actually gone back to excuse me here, I'm just grabbing it out of my handbag. I've actually gone back to, at the moment, using my little personal size domino. So I've put my Hamilton aside for the month of September, and I'm actually have stuffed everything into my domino side, and I'm using this as well as my purse. So for me, something like this is just a little bit too heavy because I'm used to lugging around something nice and small. Just put that back in my handbag. So I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing video of the A5 Dokibook Discagenda in the rose gold. If you do, please leave it a like, leave a comment down below, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you so much.